What's up, YouTube? This is All About Selena, and let's get started. So today I'm sorry I have been lacking of talking about my weight loss talk. I've just been very stressed about it. I've been very down about it, but I've been positive at the same time with it. To start off with it, I lost about almost 40 pounds within a month and a couple weeks. I would say altogether it's 6 weeks. I'm going on week 6, I think, this week. I'm not 100% sure. I lost track kind of how many weeks it's been because time is just flying really fast. But I know that I've lost about between 37 to almost 40 pounds within 6 weeks. And I am beyond happy. My clothes are getting big on me now. As you can see, my face is losing weight. I can see my collarbone. Like, this is my collarbone, it's sticking out. I've been just feeling good. And so another star, I've been losing a lot of inches as well. That's why my clothes has been getting big on me, especially jeans. Like, just a couple of days ago, I went to Kmart and I was like, I seen a size 12 skinny jeans on clearance. So I was like, oh, let me try it on, and I don't think I'm gonna fit in it, but let's see. And what happened? I got a fully on button and zippered, but it was still a little tight on me, but I got a size 12 on me. I don't know when the last time I fitted in a size 12. Like, I thought I wanted to tear up, but not yet. Not yet. When I hit a certain pound, when I get to my goal, which is between 199 and 190 by the end of the year, I might tear up. I don't know for sure, but I might cry. I don't know. But so this month, I'm looking at my chart here. So at the end of the March, I have goals to hit a certain pound mark, which I am actually past it. Not even the end of the month, and I passed my goal weight. Like, that's crazy. Like, I passed it. I'm not going to share how much I weigh. I'm just not 100% comfortable yet to share how much I weigh right now, but eventually I will share what my starting weight was and how much I weigh current. I'm not ready for that yet. Soon. Soon I will be, when I'm feeling more comfortable about it, because right now I'm still feeling very about my weight. But I am losing weight every day. I'm probably losing about a pound or 2 every 2 days, 3 days. Trying not to check that often my scale, but it's very hard because, you know, it's exciting because you want to know how much you lost, or sometimes actually I've been through a gain, but I lost that gain, so which was very good of me to do. So right now I am on soft food diet. So pretty much I can eat chopped chicken, chopped turkey burger, veggie burger, like grilled chicken. You can make I had barbecue chicken last night, which was so good. I was happy to have it. I've been having mashed potatoes because that's like the most recommended soft foods. That's the easiest going down, which it is. What else? I can have fruits, like canned fruits are more preferred, but if you want to have like the real fruit, it has to be seedless, like no seeds in it and stuff. Which I've had grapes, and I was a little afraid about the skin going down, but I've had it and everything went down fine. Nothing happened after that. So I've been doing good with all my eating. I've never had one single problem with like nothing coming back up, vomiting, no, nothing like that. I've experienced vomiting before though with my multivitamins, the chewables. Those taste really nasty. It's like a chalky taste. It's disgusting. I hate it so much. So I decided to go on a multivitamin powder where you mix with water and it goes down fine. I usually measure about having 4 ounces of like water with it, like one tiny scoop and 4 ounces of water. And then also I've been having protein shakes. I can't have the regular protein shakes where it's like vanilla, chocolate, cookies and cream. I used to be able to have it, but it's been hard. Like, it keeps just coming back up because it's so thick that it just comes back right up. So I would have like the fruit ones, which is like 20 grams of protein. So as long as I'm having like 3 of those a day, I am perfectly fine. Between 3 to 4 of those per day, I try. Usually my goal is to try. When it comes to drinking liquids, I've been having a hard time a lot. I would have at least about maybe like 2 bottles of water, 3 bottles of water per day, and I'll have cups. I have apps where I try to keep track of my water intake. But yeah, like I said, everything is very hard to do. I'm trying to get used to keeping track of everything. I haven't really been keeping track of my eating because I'm focusing on having more fluids, because they say to focus more on fluids than eating, you know? And yeah, my next post-op appointment, which will be probably like I don't know if it's gonna be month 2 appointment. Yeah, it's good. I think it's gonna be month 2 post-op appointment this month, next week actually. I'll probably vlog that day and let you guys know how it went and stuff. So on my last appointment, everything went fine. My decisions looked good. To them, I lost about 30 pounds the last time when I was there. So I'm sure they're very excited to see how much more I've lost since a month later. And I'm very excited just to see on their scale. But their scale usually says like a pound or 2 more, but I'm fine with it because I mostly focus on my own scale. They can focus on how much I lost. I focus how much I actually lost because, yeah, they'll be like, oh, you weigh this, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, I actually weigh like 2 pounds less than that, but I'm not telling them. I'm keeping that in my head. but yeah, everything else is good. I've been having a lot lately of like a bad breath and white, like not too white tongue. I'm not gonna show you my tongue, but my tongue would be like a little white sometimes. But they say that's a sign of dehydration. Oh, speaking of dehydration, so one day I went to the gym, and so I had a free personal training, 30 minutes, whatever. So I was like, okay, let me make this appointment now so they can tell me what to do so I can lose this weight, you know, like to know what to do since I got weight loss surgery and stuff. So I tried it. We did probably like 2 leg exercises. Right after that, I got really lightheaded, and it was just a blur. Like everything went, I blacked out. But I didn't faint or anything like that. I just got really lightheaded. I was nauseous, and guess what happens? I literally vomited in the gym. I've never felt so embarrassed in my life until that point. I literally vomited in the gym, but luckily, like the manager and the personal training, they were okay with me and they were taking care of me until I left. So I left, I went home, I laid in bed, I was relaxing, trying to drink water, eating less food because I wasn't really hungry. So every time I had water, it just kept coming back up. And I felt so sick, I was nauseous, I was so lightheaded. So I called my surgeon's office, and they're like, well, if you can't keep fluids down, you must be dehydrated, so go to the emergency room if you really need to, if you can't keep water down. So instead of going to my hospital that I went to have the surgery done, I actually went to the closest hospital to my house because I couldn't take a 20-minute drive to my hospital that I had my surgery at. So I went to the hospital and I was dehydrated and I had low blood sugar and yeah. So they put fluids in me. They put like the regular fluids where it keeps you hydrated. They do 2 bags of those, And then they did a bag of, they called the sugar IV, where it boosts up your blood sugar. So, because, you know, I can't have so much sugar, you know? It's hard because I love sugar. Like, sugar is my life. But I haven't really had too much sugar at all. Like, I'll probably have, like, maybe less than 10 grams of sugar per day, you know? But I'm trying to listen to the doctor, you know? And they wanted to give me Gatorade or like a fruity drink that is sugary, and I was like, I can't have it. My doctor says no, like I can't have it. I can only have like Powerade Zero. I can have vitamin water. I can have water. I can have sugar-free flavor water. Like I can have all those. Next time I go to the doctor, I have to tell them what happened because I didn't tell them yet that I went to the emergency room and stuff, which I should have. But I'm just gonna wait till I go next week to tell them. Um, so yeah, and I was there for about 4 to 5 hours, just full of fluids, and the doctor's like, you should be okay now, to go home. We don't have to keep an eye on you overnight or anything like that. So I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine. So I went home and I felt better that night. I was slowly getting better, and then I felt fine ever since. It was just a crazy experience that I went through, and I hope to never go through that again. But luckily for my gym, they are giving me another free personal training since that went wrong. So they're like, we can reschedule your personal training. You're good. I'm very appreciative of my gym that they're doing that for me, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy the way things are going. I actually been starting to go back to the gym. Everything's been fine. I'm taking it more easy. Hopefully soon I want to do some weights maybe. But I've been doing like the treadmill, the elliptical, and the bike. Between those, that's it right now. As of right now, I'm just doing that to take it easy on myself. And I'm usually at the gym for a half hour about 4 days a week. When it's really nice outside, I want to go to the park and walk. I'm trying to get my bike fixed, so I want to ride the bike. Summer's coming, so I want to go swimming often. I do not have a pool of my own. I know friends and family has pools, so I can go swimming at their place if I ask to. But I do want to join a gym where they have a pool where I can go swimming and exercise there, because yeah, I don't want to keep asking someone to go swimming in their house. But that is all for my I guess this is like a 1 month update. I will definitely do a month 2 update at the end of this month when it hits my 2-month mark since my surgery. And that's all. I hope you enjoy this video. I know I'm sorry I talked too much. It's a little boring, but I'm just doing this to inspire you all, and to, like, for people who are struggling, just try first before you even think about weight loss surgery, because it is a big decision. And yes, I do have cravings, and sometimes I have my regret moments, but I know that I'm gonna make it through fine, and I know that everything's gonna be okay. Because I am losing weight and I am feeling good. Like, yeah, I'm feeling really great on my own. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little month 1 update. Give it a thumbs up, have a comment down below, and please share the spread and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next video.